everybody. It's the coach. And you're tuned into Madden 19 on EA Sports.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. 190.
They go play action with Brissett. Flush to his right. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run with Logan. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second down, Brissett. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Completes it to Dixon. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
That throw is not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. So that'll back them up 5.
Still first down.
The Seahawks were the most penalized team in the NFL last year, more than 9 a game, and now they've got 1st and 15. Here's Wilson to throw. This complete to Lockett. No gain, and it's 2nd down. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
But he's got a man open. That's Marshall. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
cool. I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Here's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught right side, Dixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And before the punt, time is going to run out on this first quarter. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. They'll run it here with Logan. Oh, look at the juke. Room past the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play.
Let's go!
Brissett to throw on first. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
This is Logan. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Come on, let's go!
Brissett now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver, complete. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Come on, let's go!
Play action now. Brissett rolling to his right. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Brissett. Hard throw, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Dawson's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far. Wilson.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. On the return is Peterson. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. We'll remind you once again, coming up at halftime, we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He's got stats and scores from around the NFL as we wrap up the first month of the season.
No longer is he a rookie, the coach, a true veteran now.
A crafty veteran. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Forced out to his left. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? To throw, Brissett. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
On 2nd down, Brissett again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Peterson. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Let's go!
On 1st and 10, Brissett. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Here's Brissett, dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Smith coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Lets it go for Nelson. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll go again with McKissick. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Penny, a first down carry. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll run it again with Penny, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Now a play fake here on first down. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
After the penalty, it's Penny. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Wilson. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
Well, let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
Now Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They run again with Logan. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, come on, let's go! What?
On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play. But when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you had to.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. The intended target, Mike Davis. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw is Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 3rd down, Wilson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't 180. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the 4th. Here's a give to Penny. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet and then taken down right at the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Wilson now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And Dixon over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards. You take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know,
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
We've been at enough practices, and how many times have we stood on the sidelines and a unit goes out to kick a field goal and hear a special teams coach say, make sure you protect. First thing, protect. And here they give up a block.
Yeah, especially in a tight game like this, tied second half. This is when execution is so key.
They go over everything in the huddle. The last thing you're going to hear everywhere, make sure you protect. That didn't get done.
And they'll run it here. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go.
Second down, Brissett. Flushed out right. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Now Brissett. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Brissett looks to throw. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Here we go.
Here's Brissett. He'll buy some time right. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words. Make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Cardinals win it. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You
loved
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Cardinals, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin, along